Hey there! Just a heads up, this video isn't going to have the polish and the editing that you're used to from me because it's something I'm making really last minute because I am a procrastinator. I'll get to the point right now and save the ramblings for later, but I'm doing a charity live stream this weekend. It's going to be a marathon from 10 a.m. to 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on both Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to be playing Elden Ring all weekend to raise money for Mental Health America, which is a nonprofit that's close to my heart because they are the leading nonprofit dedicated to not just spreading awareness and destigmatizing mental illness in America, but also for providing resources to people who wouldn't otherwise have them. Also, since not everybody watches to the end of videos, there's a link in the description to the campaign where you can vote via donations for what I should name my character from a list of my favorite Elden Ring streamers and YouTubers. So go there if you want to get an early start because I'm only going to give you a little bit of time before we start to get your voice heard. I've been pretty open about the fact that I've had a lot of mental troubles throughout the years. It's the major reason this channel got neglected for so long. I was doing the bare minimum to keep going and that was it. In fact, that is relevant to this charity live stream I'm doing, believe it or not. See, the title of my campaign is Stay Determined, and that's because I actually started working on this campaign as far back as 2019. I made the page and everything. I was going to do a charity live stream of Undertale, hence Stay Determined, and I just didn't. It was yet another thing that fell through the cracks of my life while I was in a malaise of unhappiness, dissatisfaction, and waning motivation. So when I decided that I was going to do this year and logged into Tiltify to see that the name and campaign were still there, I decided that in honor of my own mental health issues and struggles, I was going to keep the name the same, even though the game I was going to play was ultimately going to be a different one. The last live stream I did like this was actually 8 years ago, Project Purity, where I played through all of Fallout 4 in a weekend to raise money for Charity Water, a non-profit that aims to bring fresh water to communities in the world that otherwise don't have regular access to clean water. Access to fresh water has been shown to uplift people out of poverty and allows people who ordinarily wouldn't have the means to get educated to get educated. We raised back then $21,000, and as a result, 700 people that didn't have access to clean water now do. That's absolutely incredible. This year, our goal is lofty again, $20,000. Will we make it? I don't know. I hope so. What game I was going to play and how has changed a lot over time. Originally, I was going to play every Soulsborne game I have and beat it over the course of a month. Glad I didn't go with that idea because it would have been absolutely brutal. Dark Souls 2 in particular really chewed me up and spit me out. Then I pivoted and I was like, no, you know what? We'll actually do a month of Elite Dangerous and fly out to Beagle Point together and then fly back. And I'll have my fleet carrier and people can dock with it and everything. It'll be so cool to do a community-driven event like that, but the truth of the matter is that was a horrible idea. Both were horrible ideas. For one, who has the attention span to watch a whole month of my live streams for a charity event? For two, hey, I actually kind of suck at Soulsborne games and probably couldn't get through the whole library of them. For three, nobody cares about Elite Dangerous, not even their own community. It's kind of dried up and withered and tired of it. It is a 10-year-old game after all. Then I was like, okay, I'll just do Elden Ring because Shadow of the Erdtree is coming out soon and I honestly need to prepare a character for the DLC anyway because my main character is on like New Game Plus 4 or something and I don't want to do the DLC on New Game Plus 4 settings, but I'll do an all bosses run. Bushy did it in 8 hours and the speed run is under 6 hours. I can certainly do it in 22 hours, right? Well, It turns out I am not bushy. I thought if I made a Comet Azure caster, I'd be able to melt every boss easy peasy lemon squeezy, but it turns out that intelligence casters aren't an instant win button? At least not the way I tend to play them, apparently. No, all bosses is in no way possible for me in a weekend, and I realized this when I kept dying over and over and over to several bosses in practice runs. My current death total in my practice file is over 200, so I'm definitely not good enough to do an all bosses in a weekend. So keep that in mind if you're planning on donating $1 per every death or something, because you may be digging in for over $200. So we will be shooting for A, beating Elden Ring in the weekend, and B, providing I can do that, we will then be shooting to do all remembrance bosses, probably leaving Millennia till last. Millennia? Oh shit. I am Millennia. What that? I hear it both in my head. Millennia. Oh no. It's Melania Trump. Millennia. Blade of... Oh, Jesus. I don't know. Probably leaving the problem child until last because I have literally never beaten her solo. However, if we get to the $20,000 goal by the time I'm done streaming for the weekend, I will be hopping on to stream the rest of the bosses the following weekend, and maybe the weekend after, depending upon how terrible I am. Think of it as a reward for helping us get to this goal. So again, a few key points. This weekend, May 18th and 19th, I will be live streaming Elden Ring all day to raise money for Mental Health America. Right now, you can vote for what to name the character at character creation. Check the link in the description for that. Mark your calendars, or just remember that I'm starting tomorrow. I'll definitely be beating the game, then hopefully doing all remembrances. Then, if we get to $20,000, I'll round out the all bosses run in the following weekend. Oh, and you won't be able to donate via Super Chat or anything. It's all going through Tiltify. I do not want to touch any of the money. Keep it away from me. I do not want to handle that responsibility. That's it. Short video. Terrible for the algorithm, but oh well. I'll see you guys there.